Hello and welcome back to Not a Watch Snob. I am your host, Bill, and welcome to my $6 million studio. What do you think? Not bad, huh? Today we're going to be looking at a watch that I don't think anybody has heard of. It's a watch that I found on Amazon, and for $300, this watch is a surefire steal. Check it out. Introducing from Xezo Timepieces, the Commando D45S1. Yes, this watch may be quartz, and yes, it may be from Amazon's Try Before You Buy, link in description. But much like the Amazon, this watch is also on fire. Because not only for $332, that's 264 pounds for our British friends, and $4 million for our Australian friends. This Xezo for 332 hard-earned dollars will get you this. Because not only for $332, you get a chronograph, 2 rotating bezels, the outer for minutes and the inner for 12 hours, and it's also a partial time zone indicator. It has a 12-hour counter, a 60-second counter, and a split time function. Also for your 332 hard-earned smackaroos, you get a day and date function. It also has a 13-jewel Ronda 5040.E Swiss-made movement powering it, which is not bad for under $500. This watch is crafted in 316L surgical-grade stainless steel. It features a flat Swiss-made sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating. The markers and hands are silver and feature Swiss Luminova inlay. The dial is stunning and catches the light using a silver guilloche, I don't know how to pronounce it, pattern that will give the dial so much depth. This watch is also water resistant up to 200 meters, that's 660 feet for you inbreds, and a screw down crown as well as pushers. Not only is this watch functional, but it also looks stylish and great.
They're great!
Whether you're about to kick it on the beach California style, or you're heading to work as half a car salesman, this watch is perfect for any occasion. The dimensions of this watch are as follows. The case size is 45 millimeters wide, 13 millimeters thick. The bracelet is 22 millimeters. The pros and cons of this watch are as follows. As always, as the snob I have to mention one con is that it's quartz. Yes, it's a pro that it's Swiss-made quartz, but it's a con that it's quartz. I'm not a quartz fan. I mean, I think for $300-something, I'd rather have like a Japanese, mechanical movement in it. I think that would just make it so much better. But that also contradicts my pro, because for $332, you get a hell of a lot of functionality. And I mean, on top of that, it is Swiss made. So for that kind of money, I mean, it does kind of negate the fact that it's a quartz movement. A huge pro is that it is actually built very well. I mean, the specs alone are enough to actually really wow me. I mean, I didn't expect much going into this. I mean, this is a brand I've honestly never heard of, but the fact that they put the time and effort into making a really quality watch. I mean, these are the things that people look for when they are watch collecting. I mean, this 316 surgical grade stainless steel, it's a Swiss movement, it's water resistant, and on top of that, it's functional. I mean, I have to say that this might be the best bang for buck I've seen in a long time. And finally, one of my last cons has to be the bracelet. It seems to kind of get stuck to itself a little bit. The build quality is there. It just kept on getting like jammed up on itself when I was playing with it. So I didn't really like that. But other than that, it feels fine. It really wears nicely. It doesn't pull any hair. But I don't know. I guess I'm going to object to my own statement like Amber Heard's lawyer. One of the biggest pros has to be the guilloche dial. Now this just adds, well, first off, it adds a lot of aesthetics. Now people will look at your watch and wonder, it also makes it look a lot more rich and expensive on the outside. I know, I love the posh stuff. But not only does this add luxury, it also adds a lot of character to this watch. It's a real light grabber. Every time the light hits this dial, it sends it in different directions and just adds so much character and depth that you couldn't help but stare at this watch for hours and hours on end. Overall, I'll have to give this watch probably an 8 out of 10. I mean, first off, you get the most bang for your buck with this watch. The functionality is there, the style is there, the characteristics are there of a luxury watch. I mean, it's Swiss made, it's beautiful, the dial is guilloche, $335. Buy this watch, it's perfect.